Hello everyone, welcome to iExamB. In this video, I'm going to talk about NABARD Finance opportunity, the detailed syllabus for the finance paper and your complete strategy and study plan for both the prelims and the mains paper. You will be able to download the booklet detailing the study plan including your prelims and mains preparation from the description of this video. So let's first have a look at the preliminary phase. Your preliminary phase consists of 8 papers, with the first 5 being qualifying in nature and the other 3 being merit based, which is your GA, ESI and agriculture and rural development. So these 100 marks paper will be counted for making the merit list for the students who will proceed to the phase 2, which is the mains paper, and which will have your finance knowledge being tested in that phase. So a detailed strategy and plan for clearing your prelims paper from the NABARD finance stream has been discussed by Prachi Sir in a detailed video yesterday. So you can watch this video, and the link for this video is also available in the description box in case you have missed this strategy, where he has very beautifully detailed how being a finance student you can very easily study the GA, the ESI and the agriculture topics to very comfortably clear the prelims stage. You can also practice the phase 1 mock tests in the pattern of the exam on our website free of cost. There are 5 mock tests that are available, good updated quality mock tests as per the exam pattern, which you will find on our website, and you can go and practice that also. Let's now talk about where your knowledge for finance paper will also be tested. So your phase 2 or the mains paper will consist of 2 papers, your descriptive English or general English paper, which will have an essay, your RC and your Prachi writing skills, and then you will have a paper 2, which will be the finance paper consisting of 30 MCQs, objective paper of 50 marks and 50 marks descriptive paper consisting of 6 questions, out of which you have to attempt 4 questions. Now the syllabus for this, let's have a look at the syllabus. The syllabus for the finance is being given on the website for NABARD, and it details the entire syllabus in 5 parts. So let's talk about all these 5 parts one by one. The first part relates to financial accounting. Here 8 subtopics have been listed, and the important parts that you have to study here relate to first understanding the basic accounting principles. What do we mean by a going concern? What do we mean by matching principles? So like this, there are various concepts and principles which form the basis of accounting, which forms the basis based on which your accounting entries are done, your financial statements are based and are made. So understanding of those is very, very important. So you should be conceptually clear about all the rules and the concepts and the principles and which one states what. The next important aspect will be the preparation of these financial statements, which consists of your understanding of the different financial statements like the balance sheet, the profit and loss statement, the cash flow statement, the trading account, the trial balance, and being able to differentiate various items of, say, capital and revenue nature and where they and how they are reported. Then after understanding that, the most important part is your 1.3, which is the analysis of the financial statements, specifically using ratios. In the last year, 2021 paper, there were 8 questions in the MCQ objective paper of 2 marks each. So out of your 50 objective paper, 16 marks worth of questions had come from the ratios topic alone, and they were not difficult. So if you had gone through this topic, there were simple numericals, ratio based questions that had come very comfortably. Most of the students who had studied this topic well were able to attempt this. So this is a very, very important, not to be missed at all. Then the other important topics consist of your depreciation and your inventory valuation. From your descriptive point of view and understanding point of view and certain important definitions that may be asked in 1 markers, this topic can be very, very scoring. It is not very deep topic that has to be studied. However, being able to understand the importance of each and how these accountings have evolved is a very good scoring aspect that can be there. In continuation of your 1.2 topic, this 1.7 is, I think, interlinked, because this also talks about some other important statements like the cash flow statement and a fund flow statement. The fund flow statement is not per se a part of the 3 most important financial statements, but it forms the basis of understanding the sources and applications of funds in an organization. So the difference between cash flow and fund flow statement, how they are prepared, why they are prepared, that's another important aspect. And lastly, the preparation of final accounts for the banking and financial institutes. NABARD itself is a financial institute. So the financial statements of financial institutes is a little different from the normal manufacturing or service companies. So we should be able to understand how they are structured, and certain regulations and rules related to Basel prudential norms, the capital adequacy ratio, NPA, meaning of these, and what are the provisions that financial institutes have to follow. That also is a good topic, an important topic to study. So financial accounting per se will, out of all the parts, is one of the major chunk of the parts that you have to prepare. The next part is related to management accounting, which relates to all the decision making aspects of accounting, how different accounting information, financial information are used for various decision making by the management of a company. This can broadly be broken down into 3 aspects. Your first being your costing, which will cover your second topic, your third topic, your fourth topic, your budgetary control, 8th topic, and your standard of costing, and 2.10 your management control system. So these topics together will help will be covered as a subtopic of costing that many of you might have studied in different courses that you have done, which are eligible for this exam, NABARD Finance, right? So this is broadly there. Within these 2 topics are of the most importance, which are more recurring basis asked in various similar exams also. Theoretically, this can be read to understand simple 1-marker questions if they do come in the exam. The other important aspects is about project appraisals, and both organic and inorganic growth point of view, right? So if new projects the companies have to take, they go for project appraisals, this part. So what are the ways of analyzing projects? Certain important methods include your NPV and the IRR method. And in case of inorganic growth, when you take over other companies to grow your businesses, how the businesses are valued, how under mergers or acquisitions different restructuring can happen, that becomes the second broader aspect that we study under management accounting. And the third broader aspect will be related to your working capital management and your cost of capital. These 2 together, because these are the long-term and the short-term sources of funds, and the analysis based on the costing and the requirement that needs to be done. So these 3 basic broader topics, if we are trying to cover within management accounting, we are able to cover this these topics or this part very comfortably, which otherwise is looking very, very huge to you. The third important aspect is auditing, and there has been a good number of questions that had come from the auditing aspect in the previous year, in the last recruitment cycle. If you want to see the exact questions, you can see a video that I had done in detail discussing each of the 30 objective questions and the 6 descriptive questions that had come last year. So here your first 6 topics are the basis of auditing that are there. Then in addition to these 2 topics, these basically relates to audit of a limited company or a company registered under the Companies Act. So here in addition you should also know certain rules related to audit and auditors which are given under the Companies Act. So these type of simple questions are also asked many a times. So this is what you should also be covering. And then the evolution of audit also, what are the different types of audits. So I will also include, auditing is becoming a very, very important function to make sure that the disclosures which the companies are making, they are true, they are fair, they reflect the exact position of the companies, and there are no fraudulent activities or window dressing that is taking place in the company, right? Another thing I will add here in the types of cost audit, you should also know about the forensic audit, what it means and how it is done. So different types of audits that are done, why are they necessary? There was a question last year on environmental audit in the descriptive, where you had to write a short note on the environmental audit. So understand these concepts so that you're able to write short notes and keep practicing writing these for the descriptive aspect. And similar is your 3.1, the audit that is done under the computerized environments now. So this is more of a generic topics which after reading you should be able to write 100-200 words to be able to explain in descriptive nature. So this is the other more important topic in your syllabus. The 4th and the 5th part actually is the entire syllabus of the degrees of BBA in banking and finance and BMS in finance and banking, which are 2 of the educational eligibilities given for the NABARD finance stream. So the entire syllabus has been mentioned here. They are mostly also covering the topics, the first 3 parts related to financial accounting, management accounting, and your auditing. In addition to these, the important subtopics, that broader topics that you should be covering, relates to management and business. So business studies you may call it, or you may call it business, or you may call it the management principles and organizational behavior related topics. So this broader aspect plus your business communication. Okay, so these are some of the important aspects which will be important for you to study from these parts. Apart from this, another important will be the managerial economics. Again, these are simple economic concepts that the management can use for decision making. This will include understanding of different markets, market structures, demand and supply, and concepts related to average cost and the marginal cost. So if you have understanding of these most important economic concepts which are helpful for managements to take decisions, that will be the broader aspect. There are various other topics like statistics, research, operational research, and business laws that have been mentioned here. You don't have to go into very depth of these topics for this particular exam. From the business laws, you can touch upon certain aspect of Companies Act. For example, I had mentioned audit and auditor you should definitely cover. There are certain other simple concepts related to what a prospectus is, what are MOAs, what are different types of companies and how they are incorporated. So those kind of understanding is good enough. And again, some other important business laws that you can cover here can be simple concepts related to contract act and negotiable instruments that can be considered. Money markets and instruments related to money markets is also there in the syllabus and would be important. From the taxation point of view, should you cover too much? Not really too much, but GST, because it's also there in the news, so some conceptual understanding of GST you can do. You don't really need to go into too much depth to understand each and every aspect of this. So this is broadly broadly the syllabus that is mentioned, and based on the past year papers, the exact pattern was implemented last year. So that paper plus the paper before that, when it was 100% objective, we have analyzed. You will find those papers on our website also. So you can also go through them and practice them and see the trend of questions. So the questions are mostly conceptual and testing the most important concepts in this entire syllabus. So that should be your focus to study. So based on our understanding, these are the 27 most important topics that from your finance segment you should cover and definitely not miss out on. So these 27 topics we'll also be taking in live sessions, discussing the key points and doubts related to these in live sessions, in addition to your entire syllabus being available in a pre-recorded video format and crisp notes and various forms of tests, practice questions that is available. If you want a roadmap for the entire preparation for the NABARD finance paper, which will consist of both your prelims and the mains, so these relate to your prelims and finance paper relates to your mains paper. The entire strategy is available in the form of a PDF booklet, which you can download from the description of this video. If you have any other queries or doubts related to your NABARD finance paper and preparation, you can talk to me. You can join a free seminar that we are holding on the 30th of July, where Prachi Agarwal will be available to answer your queries and discuss all the important aspects that you should keep in mind for preparing for NABARD finance paper. So you can register for this seminar with the link that is available in the description box. We also offer a course for NABARD finance preparation, which is as of now available at a flat 50% discount. We've already started the classes related to the prelims subjects, and for finance topics we will be starting our classes from the 1st of August, and the schedule on the screen is showing you the classes for the first 15 days of August that will be held. The faculty for finance includes myself, Prachi Agarwal. I am an MBA in finance with 10 years of corporate experience in the financial markets, and been guiding students for the preparation of regulatory body exams for the last 4 years. Shikha ma'am, she is ex-deputy manager SBI with a very good almost a decade's experience in the banking sector, and Neha Arora ma'am, MBA in finance and more than 5 years of academic experience in teaching finance related subjects to postgraduate students and various competitive exams preparation. So that is all from my side mostly today. At iExamB, we help you prepare for the various competitive exams by unfolding your own potential so that you do the best and come out shining and achieve your dream of becoming a government officer. So wishing you all the best. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon for future updates related to such informative videos. Thank you.